One advice I would like to give is please do not get aggressive in any group discussion. Present your value point, and you can be rest assured that the moderator will take your point. And regarding the personal interview, give your answers in a crisp manner rather than in an elaborate manner. Thank you.
For our group task, we actually 7 people were asked to consider ourselves as a retail chain, and then we were asked to come up with strategies which will help us counter the competition from the increasing FDI retail which was happening in India. So in that, the main thing in group task is you all present your points confidently and let others also present their points so that together you can come to a common consensus and conclusion. It's not a group discussion where you all fight to present your points. In this group task, you all are part of the same team. So just remember that point when you're talking.
So now let's have a closer look at how group discussions or group tasks are handled. I've actually followed a few frameworks, to enumerate on points and get them down in the discussion. One is called as pestle analysis. Suppose if a topic is given to you, you will try to analyze the topic with these 5 dimensions, and it's very likely that you would at least end up with three valid points, and these 3 valid points would give you a very good leverage in the group discussion. And the other framework which I have personally, thought of was viewpoint of affected parties. What happens by using this framework is, suppose if a topic is given to you, what are all the stakeholders involved in it, and how would these people be affected? Combining both of these frameworks, you can actually come down with, say, a close estimate of at least 4 to 5 valid points, out of which if you make very good decent entries into the group discussions, and it will be very, very, very fruitful, ride for you in the group discussion.
Your group task is going to be quite interesting. Make sure you sharpen your swords. Also, keep in mind that it's more about what you say than how much of it you say.
When I recall my interview experience, I clearly remember how nervous I was during when I was entering the room. But the interviewers calmed me down and gave me time to gather my thoughts. So that was very comforting initially. After that, when the interview started, I kind of realized that my interview is divided into two distinct halves. The first half being one in which the first interviewer he focused more on my past, that is my past activities, past achievements. After that, the focus shifted more towards the technical side, in which the other interviewer he asked me more about my work experience. They asked me more about the manufacturing industry of India as a whole. What are my achievements and my contributions to my own industry? What the government can do for the small scale industries in India, and questions related to that. They try to know you more, but that will again be based on what you tell them. So I would not recommend you to make up anything. I would recommend that you be honest and very frank with whatever they ask you. And also I would recommend that you prepare about your strength area so that you can clearly explain what you did and exhibit more of your strengths to them.
I'll just say one thing, that be thorough with your basics. You will mostly be asked to pick a subject. I was asked to pick a subject and I chose accounting and microeco. And the coincidence was that both the professors who teach us here the respective subjects took my interview. So it went for my benefit somehow, because the questions that they asked were of the exact genre that I really wanted to answer, you can say. So that's the one point that I like to say: be thorough with your basics. At least one subject you should be thorough with, and secondly, be confident.
In GT, it was basically a case discussion, where we were given a case about some factory working in a certain way. So we were supposed to have a GD based on the case. We were a manager in a factory. So what the faculty was looking in that task was, do we have any opinions in that situation? So a suggestion for GT would be, have an opinion, right or wrong is for them to decide, but they just wanted to see if we have opinions for that particular case. Secondly, it was followed by an interview process. So basically, they want to know you, so a suggestion would be, know yourself and present yourself in the best way possible.
Out of all the classes I attended last year, IIT Madras was one of the coolest classes. The faculty here made me feel very comfortable that I was myself during the interview. So advice to you guys, Just be yourself, relax, and you'll crack it.
I will advise you to practice maintaining a proper eye contact during the time of the interviews. And in case if you're confronted with any kind of a question which you're not confident about or unsure about, you can easily ask for some extra time and can gather your thoughts.